Shoo-be-doo-wop-wop, shoo-be-doo-hoo-hoo, shoo-be-doo-wop-wop, shoo-be-doo-hoo-hoo.
If you like riding
And you like eating,
you can have both
at
FootLong
FootLong
Pony.
FootLong Pony podcast.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of FootLong Pony. My name is Megan. I'm here with Robbie and my wonderful husband Nathan.
That's me.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Yeah. So how's it going, guys?
It's going.
Oh, it's not too bad.
Yeah,
Not too bad.
Not too
I
bad.
feel
It's a
pretty
little
good.
cold outside. There's supposed to be a storm coming tomorrow. Who knows?
Yes.
Maybe.
Let's
yes.
see if it comes.
I hope it doesn't.
Me too.
There's always a storm coming.
There's a storm brewing.
There's a storm coming.
I'll see it.
Mr. Wade.
I can feel it
In my plums.
Stupid.
Nice bluish hue.
All right. So today, I think
All right.
bluish hue. All right.
Bluish
anyways,
hues, huh?
Enough with the bluish hues.
I hate when I have
We're talking about our
bluish hues.
favorite YouTubers
Gives me
today.
heartburn.
Yeah.
I think since we're exclusively on YouTube right now,
Right.
I think it goes to
Yeah.
you know,
Nice
just
little,
kind of shout out to who we would like to watch and or listen to if it's more just
Yeah.
like a listening thing. You
you know,
don't need to really watch.
little bit of a look inside of our souls.
Right. See what we're
What we
what
do when we're
kind of
not
into.
slaving over podcasts to entertain everybody.
Right. That's true. Mostly ourselves, but
That's all we do is yeah. So
who
do you
wants to go
guys
first?
do you guys want to go 1 to 3 or 3 to 1?
It don't matter.
Because mine are actually ranked.
All the
Okay,
ranked.
is it
I don't really have a
by
rank.
1, 2, and 3 or
Shit, I didn't know we were on to this.
I'll go first. It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I guess they're not ranked.
okay.
I thought maybe I could trick you guys. I'm sorry. All right, so
How rude.
Hurt my feelings.
Right.
my first guy is his name's Ryan George. That's the name of his channel, but I'm pretty sure he works for Screen Rant. And his big claim to fame is he does these things called pitch meetings,
Mm-hmm.
where it's literally, and these videos are so great because they're so simplistic. It's just him standing in front of a green screen and he plays 2 different characters. So he'll like change his shirt or put a hat on or something, and like so glasses. So like his pitch meeting thing is he'll act as the guy who pitched, let's say Avengers or basically any movie. He's done like the Santa Claus. He's done Toy Story. Just and then he'll pitch the meeting to himself. So he's
As
the
the
screenwriter,
exec.
pitches it to the movie executive.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, just makes him really ridiculous. He like points out all the like he's not shitting on the movie. He just kind of points out the things that are kind of stupid or maybe like a little ridiculous in them.
Right.
And then the movie exec also like goes back and just like, oh, how are we gonna get around that? Oh, and he just has
Yeah.
like different catchphrases, like super easy.
He'll say
barely,
something. Yeah. So he'll be
barely
like, how?
inconvenience.
Yeah. So he'll be like, how are the characters not gonna know to go back outside? And he'll be like, I don't know. Like, or like he'll be like, well, don't make me think too hard. I didn't spend a whole lot of time writing this out. He's like, okay. Like,
Oh, you didn't?
yeah. But he's just like,
It's like, yeah, stabbing things are tight.
yeah. That's, it's like he's got a bunch of catchphrases. He's just really funny.
Yeah, he just
but he has
celebrated
his own
his.
sketch channel,
Yeah.
which is
Okay.
usually videos that are no longer than a minute. And again, it's always just him. There's never anybody else in the video. And yeah, it's just him talking to himself, like making fun of different things.
It's really funny.
But it's
seen
yeah, it's pretty funny. It's worth going to watch. It's just Ryan George on the channel.
Yeah.
That's his name, and then he's on Screen Rant. They're called pitch meetings, but
Okay.
they're really funny.
Do you want to do one each? And then
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. I have what culture?
Which one? Just like the
Wrestling,
regular?
mainly
Oh, okay.
wrestling. Yeah, that's it's kind of as of right now, like especially WWE, it's like hard to watch. So like that's how I kind of keep up with it, is by watching out. Basically, it's
Yeah,
Simon. He'll go on there and basically
I love Simon.
he has his ups and downs, and it's like he'll like basically talk what's the good things about it, and then he'll like shit on it too at the same time.
Yeah, there's always like 3 times as many downs.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a brown down.
Yeah.
It's a golden up. But yeah, it's that's basically the only way I can keep up with wrestling anymore because it's really hard to watch.
Yeah.
I like the Y series that he has.
Yes, that's a good one. And then they'll have
They do a bunch of stuff on like movies and stuff, don't they?
yeah, they do more than
Yeah.
just
Video games.
wrestling.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like there's like the What Culture channel, and then there's like sub channels.
Yeah.
There's
Gotcha.
like gaming and
Mhm.
movies and
Well, I guess
wrestling.
I guess. Well, I guess it is just what culture because I do watch a lot of the other things too. So it's not just what culture WWE. It's
a little bit of everything.
yeah, a little bit of everything. I enjoy their channel a lot.
Nate watches a couple of some of that stuff. And
Really, Simon's great, man.
Yeah. You ever watch Jules?
Yes.
He's got a beard.
Yes, he's good. Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah. What do you got?
All right.
So I have, it's called Eons. It's PBS Eons. It's a sister show of SciShow, which is about like just a bunch of like science facts and stuff. But Eons is more about the way that the planet Earth came to be. So it's like a bunch of like stuff about the different eras and epochs and eons and stuff of the planet and how like life started and like the first organism and how viruses are started, how people began to walk upright, and just lots of shit about dinosaurs on there. Like,
those shows are really cool. Like, you'll be really interested in how rocks were formed.
Yeah,
it's like, oh man, that is neat.
Yeah. So
I love shit like that.
They've only been around. I think they celebrated their year
Eons?
last year. Yeah. So I've watched every single episode of their channel. I love it. So I have.
Damn.
Yeah. Because I started watching them a little bit after they started. They only had like about 6 episodes in. But, man, it's so cool. I love learning about shit like that. So
I used to watch SciShow a lot.
SciShow, yeah. I really like SciShow, too. But Eons is my favorite because I'm just more about the
That's awesome.
shit that grows, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'll go next. My next one is he's a movie reviewer. His name's Jeremy Johns. I believe I pronounced that correctly. It's spelled Jahns. But he's one of those guys. I don't know this for certain, but I feel like I'm about the same age as him because like he just like the way he talks and like he references some things. I'm like, I bet we're the same age. Like we'd probably get along. But I really like him because he's funny and like, you know, of course he's sarcastic, which that's the first thing that I look for in a person.
Yeah.
Right. It's how sarcastic they are. But I really like if he won't tell you, okay, so he was reviewing, I think it was Venom or something like that, and he'll tell you, I don't know anything about this character. I went and Wikipedia'd it, so I knew who it was. He's like, I'm not going to try to bullshit you. I didn't know who this character was, or I didn't know what this was, or I didn't know that it was a remake of this film. So if you get down in the comments and tell me, well, you didn't know it was a remake, it's like I'm telling you right now, I didn't know.
At least he's brutally honest.
Yeah, he's just like, I didn't know. And then I think it was for Venom when he said something, or somebody said, or he said something about how Spider-Man wasn't in the movie, and how it was something about how Spider-Man wasn't around, and people jumped in the comments and was like, you know, Spider-Man wasn't in the Lethal Protector books, even though he was a big part of those books.
Yeah.
But he went on and he was like, I'm sorry I didn't know that Spider-Man was in one of these issues. And he made a 4-minute long video about how he was sorry that he didn't know just random facts about the planet or like things in history, just shitting on people who were like, you didn't know everything about this thing that you talked about. But it was more about like, you know, like he's really honest. He's like, I don't know everything that there is to know. I like movies and I like to review them. And I tell you if I think they're good or not. And, you know, he does like a most anticipated. And he's like, I'm not saying these are going to be the 10 best movies. I'm saying these are the most movies that I'm most looking forward to.
Right.
Or if he did a 10 worst or 10 best movies of the year, he's like, I'm not saying these made the most money or these were, or sorry, not 10 best. He like, you know, like a top 10. But he's not saying these weren't the best. These are just the ones I enjoyed the most. Which I think is, a lot of people hear stuff like that and go, I cannot believe you thought this movie was better than this. But it's just like, he's like, dude, these are my opinions. This is the movie I thought was best or I thought was worst. And people can't just accept that anymore. So when someone tries to shit on him for something, he just kind of fires it right back on him, and I like that.
That is
good for him. It's like the Wendy's Twitter.
You know what? I could have just said, I like Jeremy Johns. He's like the Wendy's Twitter.
Yeah.
Because the Wendy's Twitter is savage.
Have you ever seen the Wendy's Twitter?
No.
Like, whoever runs Wendy's Twitter just really needs, like, a gold star in life. Because, like, people will give him shit on, like, how, like, Wendy's is, like, the worst fast food.
Oh, fuck.
And, but, like, whoever does it will just, like, fire comments back to him. Just like, so much shade and so much, like, passive aggressiveness that it's, like,
There was
amazing.
the one, somebody tweeted at him, I don't believe that your meat's fresh. How do you bring that over? And they're like, they're called refrigerated trucks.
He's like, what do you have? Like a hot heating cabinet? And they're like, yeah, you never heard of a refrigerator before? And I'm like, shit.
Damn boy.
It was awesome.
Drop the mic.
Yeah, basically.
Eat a dick.
They just need they should have a Twitter award, and that's Wendy's
Twitter award.
It just goes to Wendy's every year.
It's pretty funny.
And the winner is Wendy's again.
Of course,
Again.
there's no other nominees.
Yeah,
all right,
that's
Robbie.
I actually didn't write this one down, but Tiny Cinema. It's a sketch comedy site or page. Yeah. Channel. Jesus. What the fuck are we talking about?
Boop, boop.
It's something.
It makes sounds.
Beep, bop, boop.
Channel. I mean, really a whole lot to go into detail with this. It's just really funny stuff.
It's sketch
So
comedy.
it's just a sketch channel?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of them.
I've showed you some things. It was the one where he tells that girl that he fucked her dad.
Oh, that one was so funny.
Yeah.
I fucked your dad.
Yeah.
I cream pied him.
Oh no.
That was so funny.
She was more upset about the fact that he took him out to
he's like, I took him to
Carrabba's.
Carrabba's. I cream pied him. You went to Carrabba's?
Next thing you know, we're in the park. We're having some drinks or we're having some shots of tequila. Next thing you know, I cream pied him. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's some funny stuff.
Man, that's cool.
great.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, not that story. is a little bit
Cream
weird,
pieing your
but
dad.
yeah, cream pieing is
cream
weird.
pieing a dad.
It's up there.
That's cool shit, man.
It's up
Yeah.
there.
It's a good
That's cool, though.
story. Yeah, yeah.
It's wait. What did you say? It's a true story.
No, I did not say that. Oh,
thought you
the
said it's a
fucking
true
God.
story.
Jesus.
It's a true story. What? Huh? Oh, okay.
What?
All right, Meaghan.
My next one is the BuzzFeed Unsolved
Oh
Network,
shit!
aka Bun.
Your boys are here.
Yeah, your boys are here. So a lot of people give BuzzFeed shit. I don't even know why people hate BuzzFeed. Honestly, I don't care. But
Fuck
BuzzFeed
'em.
Unsolved, they do murder, mystery, unsolved cases. They just did a second episode or whatever.
Oh, it
It's
was on Dahlia.
the Black Dahlia and how it's never been solved and whatever. And they're doing a show on TBS.
Yeah, it's on TNT.
TNT.
I am the night.
TBS.
I think.
Yeah, it's on TNT and stuff like that. But they do that, and they also have a part of that channel is their supernatural videos where they go to haunted
Oh,
places
ghouls.
and they're trying to
Oh, yeah, Brittany.
yeah.
Yeah, my wife.
So it's
Brittany,
Ryan
she,
and what's his name?
Shane.
Shane.
Shaniac.
Ryan and Shane. Shane doesn't believe in ghosts, and
Yeah.
and Ryan does believe in ghosts. So they go to these places, and Ryan's trying to convince Shane that ghosts are real, and
Shane's
just
not having
no,
it.
he's not having it, and it's hilarious. Their chemistry is amazing. It's always funny. Nate and I always watch it whenever there's a new episode. Nate is very much a Shaniac, and I am very much a Bugar.
Bugara.
I don't believe in ghosts, but I'm scared of them
I just
if
love.
they're real.
I love the intros to those. Because
Yeah.
Ryan will be like,
It's whether or not we're here to prove if ghosts are real, and then it cuts to Shane, and he's just shaking his head this is bullshit.
just shaking his head. No, I can't believe I'm doing this.
This is absolutely
Every episode, it's so funny.
nuts. But yeah, it's good. I like
Brittany
it a lot.
showed me one where it was they're on a bridge.
Yeah, the goat bridge.
Goat man.
Goat, yeah,
He's
Goat
like-
Man.
He
Fuck
goes,
you, Goat Man.
He goes, all right, I'm gonna get a little graphic here, but fuck you, Goat Man.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, dude! I dance on your bridge, Goat Man.
It's my goat bridge. It's my bridge now.
Fuck you, Goat Man.
Yeah, but they're real funny, and I really like them.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah.
guys are great.
Those
Yeah.
are, yeah, I've seen that one.
I actually almost put them on my
I was wondering if you're going
List.
to.
Oh shit.
I almost did. So my
What
last
what
one,
have you done?
my last one. So the first two I tried to go a little bit smaller channels. Jeremy Johns has over 1 million subscribers, but as far as big YouTubers go, that's not very much. My number one is the Try Guys.
Ooh, the Try Guys.
I love the Try Guys. I'm sure everyone knows who the Try Guys
I
are.
don't
They
know,
have
some people don't.
5 million subscribers.
Brittany, watch those two.
I love the Try Guys. Just again, they're funny. Eugene just turned 33 today.
33 is
as
yeah.
of the filming of this, or the recording of this.
Mhm.
But they'll if you're not familiar with the Try Guys, they just
Last year.
it's simple. They just they tried everything. They used to work for BuzzFeed. They did episodes where they got into a UFC cage and fought each other, and they've done where they're it was the Irish dancing thing. Remember?
I don't
Oh man, I
remember
can't remember
that.
what it was.
They've like tried like being
They
pregnant.
do. Yeah,
tried.
they were pregnant. They wore heels for a night.
They've got their nails done.
Got their nails done.
They did testing in like a controlled environment where they're like driving under the influence of
Oh, yeah,
different,
that was
like,
really good.
either like they were high or they were drunk, they were sleepy, and they were like what?
High, drunk, sleepy.
There's 4.
Yeah, there was another.
Oh, they were
one.
texting.
Texting.
Distracted.
Yeah, to see.
And
so
it
it
was
was like an obstacle course
it
to
was
see what was
super
the most
cool.
when they messed up the most. Yeah, they this past spring, I think they left BuzzFeed, started their own channel over the summer.
Mhm.
But it's like you watch one of their videos and it's like it's like however long it is, it's funny, but you are going to learn something by the end of it.
Right.
Like they had an episode not too long ago where Eugene went to work for it was a hotline
Oh, it's the
for like suicidal teens.
the something project that.
Yeah. I can't remember now. I should have written it down. But and it's like you really feel for people.
Yeah, he was talking about how like he enjoyed going there and helping and talking to people who have problems because like he can relate to being a teenager and like stuff like that. And you learn a lot about the guys. They're very open.
Yeah.
With their lives and stuff. So yeah.
I should say they are Eugene, Ned, Zach, and Keith. Keith Habersberger.
Yeah, Keith.
It's a great last name.
Yeah.
He's funny. I love Keith. He's so confident in himself. Like, he thinks he's literally the sexiest person alive.
He's not. Eugene is.
Eugene, if you haven't seen Eugene, listen, no knock on Asian people because I'm Asian. But there's not a lot of attractive Asian men that are just, like, out in the open for people to see. And Eugene is one of them. He's the most attractive Asian person I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's up there.
Man,
anyway.
he's really nice looking.
Yeah, so.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Try Guys is a good one.
Try Guys.
Check them out if you haven't seen them. They're funny.
Go.
Oh.
My
turn. Actually,
do it now.
My last one's actually a tie between 2.
Oh, you bitch.
I know. I am that fucking ass.
All right.
Cinemassacre and Metal Jesus Rocks.
Oh, Metal Jesus.
And the only reason I put them together because they're both gaming.
Right.
But are more vintage gaming. Cinemassacre has like the angry video game nerd, which is pretty funny stuff because it's like I can totally relate to this guy as far as like playing some of these old Nintendo games, some of the worst ones. Basically, it's oh god, he'll be playing a video game, especially a really shitty one, especially NES, and he'll just completely shit on it the whole time. He's just getting more mad. So I can relate to that. I've been there, especially NES. And then Metal Jesus Rocks. This guy's game collection's insane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nate used to watch that a while ago.
Yeah, and it's cool. I learn a lot about because I'm more into vintage gaming than current stuff anymore. Because I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably what
getting
it is.
old.
You're an old guy. But anyway, yeah, he talks about like a lot of like things that I never knew. Like he came across this like Nintendo 64 that was like some kind of like prototype. Anyway, like he ended up getting it like at a yard sale or something, and then like somehow it came from like Nintendo itself. Yeah, and like he ended up with it at a garage sale, and it actually didn't work, but it's funny. He like posted it, and somebody contacted him that knew all about it, and they ended up getting it to work. And then like Nintendo themselves like got involved too and stuff. So it's just little things like that. It's pretty neat.
I like that channel because like there's like a community of people that'll come on.
Yeah.
And they'll get in there and talk about their favorite games or systems and all in retro games and all that shit. But like there's a lot of different like personalities and stuff that come on that show. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you're into retro gaming, that's definitely a really good site to check out.
Is it my turn now?
Yep.
Oh, it's yours.
Okay, so I actually had a tie for my last 2
Man,
as well.
I should have
well,
I'm going to think of another one.
It's just hard because I subscribe to a multiple channels, probably no more than 10 or 15. I feel like 10 is closer to the number. But it's like there's only like 4 that I actually like keep up on that I enjoy watching all the time. And my tie is between Bon Appetit,
Oh.
which is a food channel. It has like different tricks and tips for cooking, and like it'll give you recipes. And Bon Appetit's really sweet. They have a magazine and stuff. And then there's also the Super Carlin Brothers, which they talk about mostly Harry Potter, which is everything that I love. And then they also talk about comic book stuffs and
Stuffs.
and Disney and stuff like that. And they're brothers, and so they take like Harry Potter quizzes and they'll tape it. And it's fun to watch. Like Nate and I will do it together while we're watching to see if we can get any of the answers right, and that's really fun to do. But yeah, it's just like
I'm usually out of it like 5 questions in.
Yeah, I think
what was the first thing Dumbledore said to McGonagall on Christmas? I don't fucking know.
I think that was actually one of the questions in one of the quizzes, but not on Christmas. It was like, what was the first line of the movie?
Like, I want to go make a sandwich.
I am hungry.
Like, I'm fucking hungry,
Make
bitch.
the elves get me a sandwich.
Yeah, I really like those 2 channels. There's a tie for me for those. I also like Dr. Pimple Popper, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, I can't with the pimple popping videos.
It's like therapy for most people. I mean, not
so satisfying.
A lot of people like it. It's not for me.
No, makes me sick.
Sorry.
I'll throw up.
Do you have a 4th one maybe that you want to talk about?
I'll throw in the Small Beans channel.
Here we go.
It's if you liked Cracked, about a year and a half ago, I think it was. They got bought out, and
I didn't know that.
They got bought out, and they fired everyone from the visual department.
Jesus.
That's why they stopped making videos. If you go look at the Cracked YouTube channel, they haven't made anything for well over a year, and it's because everyone got fired.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Michael Swaim used to work for Cracked, and he started. It's nothing but podcasts right now. It's kind of like what we do. It's just a picture, and then like they do like a gaming podcast. They do a movie podcast, and there's like some sketches on there too. And then they have people from like Daniel O'Brien was on, and Katie Stoll was on.
I like her.
And Katie Willert was on. That's the one you like, Katie Willert.
Oh. I like him because his
big I like his tiny hat and his nothing face. But yeah. So they they just do podcast stuff. But shout out to that channel.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty great. If you liked Cracked. But
Cracked was pretty funny. We liked it.
I liked it.
It's no more. Yeah. No, they fired everybody and went to basically like freelance. So they don't really have to pay anybody that works for them anymore, and they still get a decent amount of content on their website. But as far as the YouTube channel, I don't even know if they've uploaded since they fired everybody.
That sucks.
It'd be fun if you're listening to this exclusively on YouTube. Comment down what your favorite channels are.
Have us check them out.
Yeah. So you show us yours and we'll show you ours.
Yeah.
That's
you know what?
It
It should automatically be FootLong Pony.
Yeah.
That should be your favorite.
Yeah. 100%. I feel like we all should have said FootLong Pony. We dropped the ball on that one. Dang.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Well, we're not professionals.
Yeah.
No.
We're just ignoramuses.
Right.
I'm just here for the beer and the bitches.
I'm here for the beer and the bitches.
There's not even bitches. There's barely any beer.
No, there's never any beer.
See, I'm completely let down right now.
Where's the beer? I don't know, man.
You said there were beer here.
No, I said there was a bear here.
Oh.
He's outside. All right. All right. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for tuning into our favorite YouTubers episode of the FootLong Pony podcast. You can find the FootLong Pony podcast. That sometimes is hard to say. The FootLong Pony podcast exclusively here on YouTube. Check out our Instagram page at FootLong Pony. And we will see you guys next time. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.